Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this April the 14th, 2023. I hope everybody's having a great day out there so far. Hope everybody had a great Friday, and hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay. In today's video, we're going to talk about the weather charts for your weekend, Saturday and Sunday outlook nationwide. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar. Also, the watches, warning, and advisory maps. Not maps, but map. Excuse me about that. But anyway, in the Storm Prediction Center outlook for tonight. Also for your Saturday and your Sunday outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. Alrighty. If you're a new viewer, have not considered subscribing to my channel, consider subscribing. Smash that subscribe button. You smash it, you're in. You get my daily forecast content. Love to have you. Like these videos and share these videos. Alright, let's get these forecast maps on the roll here. Let's rock and roll with it. Okay. We're looking at your forecast for Saturday, April 15th. We're going to start off in the northeastern United States here. Pretty quiet across portion of upstate New York, all the way into New Hampshire and Maine. South of there, we've got shower and thunderstorm from Ohio over toward Boston, down to Philadelphia, and also down to Washington, D.C. We got quiet conditions, portion of Maine through portion of Ohio, back down to the Carolinas and Florida. The west side of Florida, Georgia, back into Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, back over toward northeast Mexico, Kansas City, all the way up into Wisconsin, and also into southern Canada. You got thunderstorms in your vicinity as well. In the yellow slashed area here, this is severe thunderstorm possible in that vicinity. Also in the we have winter weather advisory over Minnesota all the way back down into Iowa. Also southeast South Dakota, Nebraska, and northeast Colorado around the Denver, Colorado area and surrounding vicinity. High pressure in charge over here and from North Dakota back to Montana, to eastern Washington State, Oregon, California, all the way down to New Mexico and Arizona and Utah as well. A little system right over here in the northwest portion of Washington State with some mixed precipitation and rain showers in that area. Alright, let's move on to Sunday's forecast, April 16th. We got quiet conditions still over New Hampshire up in the Maine. Still got a large real estate of shower and thunderstorm extending from Toronto, Canada, through Pennsylvania, Ohio, all the way down to South Carolina, down into Florida, also into Mississippi, and also into Indiana. Also, we have a huge real estate area also of mixed precipitation and some freezing rain possible over southern Canada, back through Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Illinois, northwest Indiana, and also into Michigan and Wisconsin, as a low pressure system sets over your vicinity. Also down here in this area here, in the yellow slashed area, we have some severe weather possible. This stretches all the way into South Carolina, all the way back into northern Florida and southeast Alabama, and including the Georgia metro area, just southeast the Atlanta metro area. And here comes that little system over around the Vancouver, Washington State area, and also extending back down into northern California, as well as some mixed precipitation and rain showers fall in your vicinity. Alright, fixing to take a look at the weather radar here real quick. Quiet conditions over the northeastern United States. That little low pressure system kind of giving out over a portion of Alabama as it moves into Georgia, still producing some scattered shower and thunderstorm across the Carolinas, the mid-Atlantic region, all the way back into a portion of the Ohio Valley. Also, we have a lot of showers moving through portion of Minnesota, all the way back down into Missouri, and also some over in Kansas City as well. Oklahoma has some shower activity down in Mexico, and like I said, some down around the Bahamas and Cuba area. More snow and rain showers extended from New Mexico through Colorado, back into South Dakota, all the way back over to Montana, and also back into southern Canada. Also Idaho and eastern Washington State, you getting in on it, Oregon. I'm getting a little bit on eastern Oregon, Utah, New Mexico, and Arizona. Pretty quiet across Alaska, except the southern part. Might see a few rain showers there. Hawaii looks good, and Guam got a few scattered showers in your vicinity as well. Alright, let's move on to the watches, warnings, and advisories across the lower 48. We still have that air quality alert from portion of New York and surrounding vicinity down into portion of Maryland as well. We have some flood warning watches down in Louisiana. Still got that fire weather issues over Texas and also New Mexico and Oklahoma and southeast Colorado. Also up here in Michigan as well, and also portions of Wisconsin as well. Got some fire weather watches up here as well in Iowa, and also up also in the Minnesota, can't talk, Wisconsin area. Also had some hydro issues up here in northeast Minnesota, and also some flood warning going on over North Dakota. We have a severe thunderstorm watch here in northern Oklahoma through Kansas, and also in the southeast Nebraska and western Iowa. Also, we have some more flood advisories over Montana, some winter weather advisories over Colorado, and a little county there in portion of Wyoming. Some hydro issues over eastern Oregon and also western Idaho, and also some flood watches in effect for a couple counties in Nevada and California. Quiet across Alaska and Hawaii as well. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center. This is for tonight. We have that still had that marginal risk over the mid-Atlantic region and South Carolina and North Carolina as well. General thunderstorms across Florida, all the way back into eastern Tennessee, all the way back into Kentucky, southern Indiana, Ohio, and all the way back into the mid-Atlantic region. Also general thunderstorms also in from Minnesota all the way back into portion of Colorado. Sorry about that. Let's see, back into northeast Arizona, northern New Mexico, and also back in Oklahoma. We have a marginal risk also for eastern Colorado through Kansas, all the way into portion of northwest Missouri, all the way into southern Minnesota and western Iowa. Have a slight risk there as well across Kansas and Nebraska and northern Oklahoma. And also have a marginal risk over southern Texas and some general thunderstorms over the Pacific Northwest from Washington State over to a portion of Montana. Alright, the tornado probability for today is less than 2% in all areas. The winds, that would be 5% in the Brown, across the Carolinas, southern Texas, and also over here in the Plains. Significant severe weather will be Lincoln, Nebraska, Salina, Kansas, Hutchinson, Kansas, Junction City, Kansas, Great Bend, Kansas. 15%, this includes Oklahoma City, Nebraska, Wichita, Kansas, Lincoln, Nebraska, Council Bluff, Iowa, Boulevard, Bellevue, sorry if I mispronounced the name, Nebraska. 5%, this includes San Antonio, Texas, Charlotte, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina, and Durham, North Carolina. And let's take a look at the hail probability. We have 5% in the Brown across the Carolinas. North Carolina from Virginia down in the upstate portion of the PD region, South Carolina, across southern Texas, also over here in from Colorado back up into southern Minnesota, and also over into Kansas and Nebraska, and also Oklahoma. The significant severe weather will be Salina, Kansas, Hutchinson, Kansas City, and Great Bend, Kansas as well. 15% Wichita, Kansas, Lincoln, Nebraska, Salina, Kansas, Manhattan, Kansas, and Hutchinson, Kansas. 5% San Antonio, Texas, Omaha, Nebraska, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Greensboro, North Carolina, and Durham, North Carolina for the hail probability. Alright, now we're fixing to go to day 2 outlook. We got general thunderstorms extended over northeastern United States to the mid-Atlantic, all the way down into Florida, all the way back to Texas, all the way back over to Nebraska and Kansas, all the way up into a portion of Minnesota and Wisconsin. We have a marginal risk in the green, slight risk in the yellow, enhanced risk in the yellow-orange. And this includes the areas of Shreveport, Louisiana, Little Rock, Arkansas, Columbia, Missouri, Bossier City, Louisiana, Little Rock, Arkansas. That's the enhanced risk. The slight risk include Memphis, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, Jackson, Mississippi, Springfield, Missouri, Springfield, Illinois. Marginal risk, this includes Houston, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Aurora, Illinois, and Rockford, Illinois as well. And let's see the tornado probability. 2% in the green, 5% in the brown. 5% includes Freeport, Louisiana, Little Rock, Arkansas, Columbia, Missouri, Bossier City, Louisiana, North Little Rock, Arkansas. 2% include Memphis, Tennessee, New Orleans, Louisiana, St. Louis, Missouri, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and Jackson, Mississippi. All right, the winds. 5% in the brown, 15 in the yellow, and 30 in the red. The 30% include Little Rock, Arkansas, Columbia, Missouri, North Little Rock, Arkansas, Jonesboro, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. 15%, this includes Memphis, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, Shreveport, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi, Springfield, Missouri. And the 5% include Houston, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Aurora, Illinois, and Rockford, Illinois. And finally, let's take a look at the hail probability. 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow, 30% in the red, and the yellow slashed area, that's a significant area for large hail. This includes Shreveport, Louisiana, Little Rock, Arkansas, Springfield, Missouri, Columbia, Missouri, and Longview, Texas. And the 30%, this includes Shreveport, Louisiana, all the way to North Little Rock, Arkansas, including Columbia, Missouri. Also, 15% include Memphis, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, all the way to Springfield, Illinois. 5% include Houston, Texas, all the way to Rockford, Illinois, and surrounding areas. Alright, now let's take a look at day 3 outlook. We have a marginal risk still in about the same vicinity, but the slight risk and marginal risk is shifted from Michigan all the way through eastern Tennessee, Kentucky, also through Ohio, down into western North Carolina, western central North Carolina, all of South Carolina, northern Florida, northern central Florida, and all of Georgia as well, and southeast Alabama. General thunderstorms around the surrounding area. Also, a little general thunderstorm over here in portion of Idaho and Montana and Washington State. Slight risk down here. Alright, and the slight risk, this includes Macon, Georgia, Albany, Georgia, Warren, Robins, Georgia, Aiken, South Carolina, Martinez, Georgia. Marginal risk, this includes Detroit, Michigan, Jacksonville, Florida, Columbus, Ohio, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Cleveland, Ohio. And let's take a look at the probability. We have 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow, 15%. This includes Macon, Georgia, Albany, Georgia, Warner Robins, Georgia, Aiken, South Carolina, Martinez, Georgia. Also 5%. This includes Detroit, Michigan, Jacksonville, Florida, Columbus, Ohio, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Cleveland, Ohio for that. And I'm going to take on day number 7, I think. I'm going to show y'all day number 7. We have a 15% chance of severe weather on day number 7 over northeast Texas, all the way into portions of Oklahoma, southeast Kansas, and western Missouri. If you're in the area, this includes Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Kansas City, Missouri, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, and Overland Park, Kansas area and surrounding vicinity. Alrighty, well, that was a lot. That was a mouthful to take in. So this was a long video. Hope everybody has a great evening. Consider subscribing to my channel, as I do daily content twice a day. Like these videos, share these videos, get them out to as many people as possible, and enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. And we will catch you back in the next one.